Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another fantastic edition of Sitback with Shaq and Anu, coming to you live on Channel 1 Dialogue TV and, of course, our platform on YouTube, the Potter platform on YouTube. As always, speaking to fantastic guests, newsmakers, and talking about topics that are trending and hot today.
That's a Sri Lankan style.
Standard is still high.
Very rubber band we are. So it's.
But we get the job done.
Yes. It's on. It's on. Something will be on at some point.
As you can see, today we got two fantastic guests in the studio with us. We've got Piyal Perera. Piyal, thank you so much for coming. And of course, Monique on the show
Hi.
with us.
Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Of course, Piyal and Monique are part of the iconic band Gypsies. And today is a very, very important day. Of course, today is the 6th of September. 1 year ago today, we lost one of the most iconic voices of Sri Lanka, Sunil Perera. And we're here, obviously, remembering Sunil and talk about all those fun times. He's just full of fun. That's all he
Absolutely.
is.
I'm sure pretty much everyone, of our generation has a story with the Gypsies. I mean, they've obviously seen the Gypsies maybe about 3,000 times, and has a story with Sunil.
And the thing is this, you can never get fed up with the Gypsies. Yes, it's the songs, because like you said, we've grown up listening to them. And so much so, we can actually sing the song backwards now.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You might in your spiritual level. You never know. We're going to talk to Piyal and Monique on the show, of course, remembering Sunil. And you can also send us your messages. And maybe you might have certain stories that you can actually relate. That you have. I think almost every Sri Lankan out there has a story with Sunil.
That's right. So our hotline number is right now on your screen, 077-669-1590. And if you do have that, one memorable encounter with Sunil Perera, please do send in the story. I mean, don't make it too lengthy because obviously we can't put it on the screen then. Just the key points.
That's right. We got to say thank you so much to our wonderful sponsor. Daraz is on the show with us. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. And of course, coming on board, giving us some super giveaways.
Absolutely. And today is no different because once again, we have the Daraz deal of the day, which you can, some lucky viewer can win at the end of the show. So without further ado, let's get into that. And here we are back again. Today's Daraz deal of the day. Yesterday was a really good one, I must say. The Lenovo, neckband.
Today's one that Monique can actually win.
Yeah, okay. I don't think
So you also can participate in it.
Yes. It's from Monique. It's from Monique.
Okay,
Let's find out what it is.
Yeah, what is it? There we are. The Daraz deal of the day, the rechargeable electric mosquito killer, the racket with light, and it's a mosquito bat, 2 in 1, actually 3 in 1. Basically, all you have to do is locate this on the Daraz app and send us a screenshot via our WhatsApp number dedicated to the Daraz deal of the day. That's 075-011-7777. Of course, there are lots of rechargeable electric mosquito killers there. You have to find this particular one, okay? So kind of memorize all the details about it and find this on the Daraz app and send us a screenshot. The first one to get it right, obviously, wins the Daraz deal of the day.
And along with some mosquitoes to test it out if you want. Gonna take a quick break right now. When we come back, we have the poll for you, and it's just a bit different today.
Yeah.
Usually it's a yes or no poll, but it's a bit different, especially with our guests in the studio. We'll have the poll right after this.
Welcome to the universe of the Raz, where you explore and discover whatever you want, whatever you need. All you can imagine is on your feet. When miles are abridged, happiness is unlocked. Discover your Daraz.
we are back, and let's get into the poll today. It's not a yes or no question. It's more like a yes and more yes kind of question.
It's going to be a bit difficult, I would think.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I actually don't know what the answer is going to be. So here we are. What's the most iconic Gypsies track? Is it Lunudehi or Ojai? You know, we have to give you two options. Otherwise, there'll be 3,000 options.
I know. This is something that we were actually going through in terms of, okay, now name some iconic Gypsies tracks.
Pretty much.
And the songs that kept coming up said, yes, this is good. Oh no, this is good. Like, okay, what do we do? But finally, we had to settle with two.
Absolutely.
Ojai or
Lunudehi.
I think these two are good because these two came at the same period. Right?
Yeah, that's
just a matter of like 3-4 years in between, like.
Right.
So it's good to have the two songs
of the same era. Yeah. So please WhatsApp your answers to our hotline number. That's 077-669-1590, and we'll tell you at the end of the show how the responses stands, the yeas or the nays.
Right here then, getting into the conversation with Piyal and Monique from the Gypsies, remembering Sunil today, 1 year anniversary, of course. Sunil Perera, the iconic voice of Sri Lanka, and he's entertained millions of people, not necessarily Sri Lankans, but all over the world. And it's of course a great loss, but then here we are moving on and enjoying his life.
Absolutely, celebrating his life,
Celebrating his life. Pierre, on that one, on Lunudehi and Ojai, even Kurmito came at the same time, is it?
Kurmito was 81.
Yeah.
Something like that. 80, I think, 1980. Ojai and Lunudehi came in 86, like.
Right.
And Ojai came in 88.
So Lunudehi was the first one that you and Sunil were in costume?
Yeah.
That must have been tough.
Yeah, very tough. At that time, both of us were doing gigs with the band. We had other people wearing that.
Yeah.
But there were times that both of us were going all around the country. You name it, we have been everywhere.
Right.
Performing this Lunudehi thing.
Right.
And both of us used to wear that kit.
Right.
And not only that, after it used to be Lunudehi song. So that's the entrance, like.
Right.
So after that, we take the head off, but we still singing other songs. So once you sing 5 songs, you are completely gone.
So much fun, and of course the iconic voice of Sunil Perera for all those songs. And Ojai, honestly, if I was to actually vote
that's
on
my
that,
choice too.
I would vote for Ojai because that just completely changed the face of music at that point.
Yeah, it was in 1988, I think, because the thing is that actually that's the first few songs I did, about 4 songs.
Right.
And because it has the jungly feeling and all that, because people like, because it was so different to most of the other songs. And we used a lot of jungle type of drums also for that. So because of that, people liked that song very much.
Piyal, I was 13 years old when it came out, 88, right? When I first heard it, I was it completely changed everything. So it was absolutely fantastic, Then
So
The thing is, our songs mainly, because most of the songs go like that because of the act also.
Yes.
Sunil has a major knack of bringing this acts on stage.
Right. Yeah.
So like Ojai also, when he listened to the song, he said, this has some potential, we'll do this right. Then he wanted these people to wear like a dance and come. Then he's the one who created the dance also, actually.
Oh, wow.
It was not a major dance, but he said, I want something like just for the dancing people.
Right.
And they were professional dancers, but he said, to be like this, like that. Yeah. So then it went like, because every song, he has some knack of bringing some act into it.
Right. How does obviously we've seen you've come up with a couple of 1,000 songs, but what made Sunil tick with music? Where did he get his inspiration from?
Initially he started when he was schooling.
Yeah.
He was schooling. Actually, he started when he went on a school trip in a bus. We all have gone all those days.
Yeah.
But somebody had a guitar. So then he really liked the guitar. Otherwise, my father wanted all 5 boys to become real professional. He wanted, my eldest brother was Nihal.
Right.
He wanted Nihal to become an accountant. Sunil to be a doctor.
Wow.
And Lal to be an engineer.
Right.
Then Nimal is still good and was good at that time with motor mechanism.
Right.
And Nimal to be a motor mechanism. Right. I was small. I was about a few years younger than him, so he didn't have a plan for me.
What a tragedy it would have been if you were not.
You won't believe, he had tuition masters one after they were coming. Yeah, because he was so strict with the studies.
Right.
So one fellow comes, then he goes, then another fellow comes. Because four boys also.
Yeah.
So I mean, different kinds of people come there.
Right.
So he was very strict with Sunil, and so, but the thing is, when Sunil got a guitar and he started playing, my father loved music.
Okay.
So when he started playing a little bit of guitar, the father was like, that's good. Then he also liked it, but he didn't want him to go serious.
Right.
Then my elder brother Nihal also got some Nesprettins and all these things and made a drum set.
Right.
Then they were playing like that. Then my father Sunil got after his O-levels, I remember my father, he brought him an electric guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but still he wanted Sunil to become a doctor.
Right.
So then after a little while, then all these people, my brothers, they got all hooked on music.
Right.
Then my father got worried now he got worried, he thought, this is not right, this is no joke. Then he thought how to discourage them. Then he told me, no, I want you to study this and that. Then one day I remember he took all of us to Akasakade.
Okay.
Akasakade, he went there. Then we were all seated. We used to take my cousins, everybody. So about 20 people were there. He said he's going to the toilet. My father said. Then he came back, and after a little while, then he was paying the bill. The manager comes. So manager comes. Then my father asks, Mr. Silva, how are these band boys? Are they getting good salary and all that? So then manager says, no, Mr. They are getting some beer and some upper, that's all. They don't get anything, that's all. So they are not getting paid? No, they don't get paid, just some uppers and beer, that's all. Then when you're going home, my father, that kind of but they are Sangeetakaaranta හම්බ වෙන්නේ ආප්පයි beer. But then they go after, then Sunil comes next day. There are people who get paid also, you don't know. But still musicians are not recognized in this country, don't you understand? And we said all that. But then these people have gone into music. And my father loved music, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So then he said, okay, if you are doing this, let's do it.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
said, let's do it.
Let's do it right.
Yeah. He said, let's do it right. I'll
Yeah.
support you in Wiggy, but I don't want you to be like somewhere here. I don't want you to be at the top one day. That's
Right.
all. So
Right.
if you are willing to take that challenge, let's do it.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Then he had money because he was a businessman at that time, Uswat and all that. Then he built the studio there. He got Joy Ferdinand was the conductor of the symphony orchestra.
Right.
He got Joy Ferdinand to come and train all these people. Voice training by Mary and David, Riley Godrich, all these people.
Right.
All these people, and he went full flat out to
Wow.
get the band going.
Right.
So. And they had to go. I was not in the band. Still, I was in the side. I was 5 years younger than them.
Looking at everything coming out.
Yeah. But so then to practice also now. He said, first of all, you must have discipline.
Right.
Then he put a book like going to office. Every day they have to sign at 9 o'clock in all five of them. And the Joy Perera also comes at 9 o'clock. There's a tea break at 10:30. 10:30 tea break, about 20 minutes or something. Then from there, again they practice 1 o'clock lunch, then take a 45 minutes break, then practice till 5 o'clock.
Wow.
So every day it was like going to work. It was like going to work. They signed that, but now to keep their interest going, my father paid them a small salary also, like going to job.
Wow.
So but $250 but at that time
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
It was not. For us at that time, 250 was a lot of money. We
Right.
could do a lot of things.
Right.
So then they got really interested. The money is also coming. And generally after 5 o'clock we used to like cricket.
Right.
And then go to 9:30 movies those days. 9:30 movies are like a big thing at that time. So then after some time, then my father used to have drinks in the evening with his friends and somebody, this Vijay Perera and all these people also come. So then he told me, Sunil and them, now he was Sunil and them, we had a studio also.
Right.
He thought now in the night, if he can get Sunil and them to play it, then he can bring all these people inside and he can have a nice drink and all that.
Right.
Then he said, if you all play in the night, I'm going to pay you all overtime.
Wow. Okay.
Then the 9:30 film business went away. Sunil and them, no 9:30, from 8 o'clock they are playing again to get the overtime.
Wow.
So that's how everything started, but my father did everything.
Wow, amazing! What an amazing story! It's wonderful to obviously listen to this.
The father didn't want like the boys involved in the Uswat confectionery business.
No, he at that time he didn't want. He wanted them to do their own thing because he knew that there will be too much of trouble. There's so many cousins and this and that and all that. But his main thing was to make them like Sunil also said, you must become the best doctor in this country. So he's always everything is there. You must become the best accountant.
The extreme.
So he wants to be there. So when he wanted the band also, but he did everything possible.
Right.
Everything possible. Sunil and them had just practice. He was doing all the PR work, everything, getting press to do this, all sorts of things. In 1982, not 82, 71, I think, band was not that popular.
Okay.
So there was a competition in Island paper, some paper like that.
Right.
They had the musical awards, Sri Lanka Western Music Awards.
Right.
Showbiz personality, most popular band, most popular singer, most popular female singer, all that. 71, I think. They won the Gypsies won the most popular band, 71 or 72.
Okay.
He had a network of people working right around the country, all salespeople. When the paper comes, my father, go and buy all the paper. So those people now post it from the they want me to massive lead. Nobody knows Gypsies at that time. But later on, we won for the best dance band in like 1978.
Right.
That was real thing.
Right.
But this was the start. But he did all that to get that.
All the PR work.
Yeah.
Wow. Monique, obviously you've been with the Gypsies for a while now.
Yes, 9 years.
9 years, and of course you've shared the stage with Sunil many times. How has it been for you with him on stage? This iconic figure, someone that I'm sure you actually grew up listening to.
Yes. Like even the songs that you asked about, Dunu Dehi and Ojai, were songs that we used to dance to and sing along with and all that kind of thing, and getting the opportunity to perform on stage with this, legends, I should say, was mind-blowing, to be very honest. Learned so much, but at the same time, I think my husband Greg is the one who pointed it out. I think the first year, all Greg said was, "You're just grinning the whole time on stage," because I didn't even realize, because I just found everything funny. The things Sunil said, the way he danced, and I just kept grinning all the time because I was just fascinated by this human being that just brought so much joy to everyone.
Yes.
But he was also very quirky. And he had his own thing going, and he didn't want to copy anyone. He didn't care about, how he looked from the costumes. I mean, you've seen, right?
Oh,
his
yeah.
most multicolored suits.
And he has no problem
And
with
the thing is, but he pulls it
off.
off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That way he didn't have anything like, this is not matching, nothing like that. The best is to not to match. Pink and blue and yellow.
More prints, more everything. And he was just like that. He was more in every way. I mean, his personality was so big that you couldn't miss him. I mean, he was a very small man.
Yes.
I mean, but he walks into a room, he commands the attention, the respect of everyone. And even if you didn't like him, and lots of people didn't like him as well. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. They couldn't help but, respect him though.
Right.
They would always get up and speak to him, and so on stage, I mean, the dance moves.
He just comes up with it.
Completely random.
And sometimes I'm afraid that he's going to fall, fall through the stage the way he's jumping sometimes, But I mean, it was an amazing experience, and I really do miss him.
Yeah.
I mean, out of habit, I think I turn to my left and expect to see him there.
Right.
And he's not.
Right.
And that is when it hits you that, he's no more with us.
Right.
But those moments, you could just cherish them, The things he says.
That's true.
Also, not just the song.
Even at weddings, the thing is, I have seen, like, he makes all the people laugh at a wedding, if it's not a concert.
Yeah.
All these old ladies and everybody. So, my God, he says all kinds of things.
And only he can get away
He
with
can
it.
get away.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
The dirty jokes.
He
and
says
all
dirty
that.
things at his weddings and all that. But he can get away.
Yeah.
If anyone else tried that, they'd get kicked out, I think.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
True. And he can get away because he's Sunil.
Yeah.
And I think it's the delivery. I think it's just the way he says it. That,
Yeah.
you
But
know,
Monica, I feel that he had spent about 30 years cultivating the persona
That's
that
right.
can get away with
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly.
Which is fantastic.
Exactly.
It's not an easy commitment,
Definitely.
So tell us some stories of Sunil. I mean, there are millions of stories, and obviously that clearly stand out for you. Monique, let's start with you. I mean, Piyal has millions of stories. Let's start with
yes.
some of the stories, some mind-blowing stories of Sunil that you've obviously experienced.
I think, every time you sit with him, it's a mind-blowing experience. The things he says, the stories he comes out with, the ideas sometimes, you can just giggle, you can sit with him for hours. I think you have done that as well, right, you guys?
There's never a dull moment.
Exactly, But I remember when we were in Brisbane, we went for a bit of a walkabout, and Aussie weather is very unpredictable, so we all have our jackets. But Sunil refuses to carry a jacket, right? So he decided to wear just a normal t-shirt and a sarong that day.
Right.
And then he was just walking around and all, and then suddenly the weather turned and it became extremely chilly.
Right.
And everyone just, reached for their jackets, right? And we are outside now. He removes his sarong. He was wearing shorts underneath, right? Short shorts, but still, he was clad. He removes his sarong. He wraps it around his neck and he continues on the tour like
Not
this.
a problem.
Not a problem. And he didn't have an issue with it at all, and everyone was like, Sunil Aya, my jacket is there. I'm okay. Harima honda. That was just, and only he could do it, and only he would do it.
Right.
To think of, we would all just, look for a jacket. It's so cold. Oh my goodness! But no.
Yeah, but he was an individual who really lived his life to the fullest.
Yes.
And had no regrets. He just basically every single day. He just wanted to enjoy that day.
That's right.
And this is an amazing feature.
He's the one person I think I have seen. He enjoyed stage. He enjoyed the stage.
Absolutely.
Every day he enjoyed stage.
I have never seen anyone who can command the stage like he can, not in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Whatever, if he had gone on living, he could have just gone on playing, because he wouldn't have stopped singing on stage, because he really enjoyed it.
How did he take up his younger brother joining the band when you were not part of the original setup?
No, the thing is, I was not part of the original setup. There was one of our cousins also there, Sunil Perera.
Okay, yes.
He was the main singer in that band.
Right.
So then he had to go to England for higher studies.
Right.
So my father then was wondering, now it was April, I think. April, he said he's going for higher studies in July or June. So we got April holidays. I was trying to do my O-levels.
Right.
Then my father suddenly comes and tells me, you are not going to school after April, get ready to join the band.
Wow.
I had to do the O-levels. From nowhere I come. And I have never sung a note in my whole life. You can ask my friends even from school.
Right.
Others sing, I never sing, and in school also I have never sung.
Right.
But he said, no, now he's giving, you have to do this. So then he also looked into Marian. Then he said, Marian, just try him out whether he can sing. So Marian, they just checked whether I can pitch now.
Yeah.
So Marian plays a note, tang, 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 tang. He can be trained. Okay. All right, okay. Then I want him in 3 months. June, that's the level is good. 3 months he should be on stage singing.
Wow.
So then he also pushed me now the band is practicing in one place.
Right.
I have practice in my room. He got me, I played the guitar also, rhythm guitar. And he goes to work now. I have a separate book.
Okay.
So I have to practice 8 hours.
Right.
Every time I have to practice in my room, I have to sing loud for my mother to hear. So from office he asked, you have practice another. But he's so strict, we are so scared of him.
Right.
So every night, at about 9 o'clock when he's having a small drink, I have to go and show him the book and he signs, right. Some days when I go, he says, I say something. No. One day I remember he took all the people for some dinner. For some reason I practiced only 3 hours. And do, but he kept me home. And he said, no, you're not going. You're not going. You can't go. My mother was bleeding. Because my cousins, everybody was going.
Right.
Don't do this to this boy. He must learn a lesson.
Amazing. I mean, that's that. Irrespective of how the bands were at that point, to listen to a story like this, the amount of discipline that has actually gone into, I don't think you even get it today. I mean, you really don't get it today. I mean,
I don't know a single person who puts that kind of commitment into anything.
That's true. But Sunil was a rebellious type, wasn't he?
Sunil had major arguments with my father.
Right.
Yeah, both of them sometimes had real, we get scared. So it's like that because my father also wants his way. And Sunil is also like, no, we can't do that, I want like that. But they still, still they argue and next day they are fine.
Right.
But there are so many arguments.
Right. But I suppose
Sunil is a person who like he likes to take challenges. If somebody says you can't do this,
right.
Okay. Even when we play cricket, he's like that. If somebody says, you bowl, I'll hit you sixes. I want you 1 6. Okay, come. Somehow he bowls. He's like that.
He was a big cricket fan also.
A cricket fan,
yeah. And I'm sure it must be very difficult for him to be on stage when Sri Lanka was playing a match.
Yeah. He sits right in front of the TV because I don't know how much.
Right.
He doesn't know. We all watch it back. He sits right in front of the TV.
Yeah, but I also remember that song I think the Gypsies came up with back in I think 97 or 98. Ape Khollo. That was an amazing cricket song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I remember once in before this I Don't Know Why album came. Before I Don't Know Why album came, there was some musicians meeting somewhere. So I don't like to tell his name, but at that time we had a bit of a lull. It was in, we released I Don't Know Why in 2000 something, 2002 or 3. So we didn't have much any songs and all that. This fellow had come and told us, then I think really? And all that he had said. And to me, Sunil has cried that day.
Right.
Then the lyric writer Chandradasa Fernand was there. He called me next time, Sunil he was very hurt. He said, but then I heard from him. Sunil didn't tell me anything. Next day he came. Malli, me alut album ekkaru. Let's do a new album. Malli songs satak kada mahatak kada. Right? Masa hatarin daanno. That's the fastest album we have ever done.
Right.
That's how the idea on why album came.
Wow.
Just to prove that kind of.
Superb. I mean, I suppose again that is a discipline that sort of has been instilled from your father at that point onwards.
I think what people see on stage is there's so much more than just that. There's so much work.
It's actually the culmination of a lot of
Yes.
Yeah. 1 year on, Monique, how has it been on stage without that iconic voice there?
Like I said, I miss him so much. I think we all miss him.
We all do.
Crazy. The first few gigs were really hard, but like they say, the show must go on. And he's someone who enjoyed every moment at an event, So we just needed to do that, Just take from that him as an example, right? But we do miss him. I miss his sound, that voice going, whoa! He has that very...
He just does everything he wants to.
Yeah. You're singing a ballad, with so much emotion and suddenly you'll find, wow. And you're like, whatever. And he's just... And you don't even know why he does that, but he's like, wow.
He's someone who obviously breaks that ice, isn't he? He does not like tension.
That's right. Yeah. He loves to argue.
Right.
But I think that's just the way he gets his kick sometimes. He loves to argue.
Sometimes we finish weddings and playing weddings. We don't go home. We argue. He wants to get an argument. something he gets, and then sometimes with money costs, with money costs, he love to argue.
Right.
How can you say like that? Yeah. Even with my wife also, he loves to argue.
Right.
He always comes home and gets a big argument, and because he wants to somehow learn also things from that argument.
But if he finds people actually getting angry, then he wants, like you said, break the ice. And,
Right.
you know, the arguments with him are just, I think he just wants that. Just gives him a bit of
I think this question is ideal to kind of follow that up with. Geraldine asked us this question. Sunil was very forthright and candid with his political views, both in song and at interviews. What made him move in this direction?
Actually, we didn't do any political songs till we did Senior actually. But most of the time, Sunil was talking about politics and all those things, because from that time, he could handle injustice.
Right.
He couldn't handle injustice. Even from small days, I remember, he didn't like injustice. There was a story, I remember those days when then there were people looking after our sisters and all that. There was one lady from Matara.
Right.
Then they have this Goigama case. I don't know whether you know about this Goigama and Kharav.
Yes,
the caste.
the caste.
Yes.
So she is from Goigama.
Right.
So then what happened was one day that one of these people have given from her cup to the Dobi who came to take. There were Dobis, no?
Yes.
Who used to come and get. So a tea from her cup.
Right.
And this woman was playing hell at home. The Dobi this and all that. Because she was going on and on about this. Then Sunil came. He was about 15 or 16. He was going to school even at that time.
Right.
I මොකද්ද ප්‍රශ්නේ? නෑ මගේ කෝප්පේ දීලා. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. ඔයාගේ කෝප්පෙත් තියා. මීට පස්සේ මගේ කෝප්පෙන් දෙන්න යට බල. මීට මගේ කෝප්පෙන් දෙන්න. උලෝබිට මගේ කෝප්පෙන් දෙන්න. Then she said no, but even from that time he said no, there should be things like that. We should from those days he was like that. He doesn't like injustice and all that. So in song also he liked that, to bring that even. Dana Varadi Karna.
Yeah.
We didn't do it as a political song, but it suits the political situation. Apahasotat, Vasitat, Dana Varadi Karna. එහෙම කරත් නිදහසටත් කියන්න කරුණු තියෙනවා. That's what our people do here.
Right.
So he said that in a song. It was a different kind of song, but then it became like a political song.
Yeah.
Right. Was there like a favorite thing that Sunil used to do? I mean, you know that this, like, obviously watching a cricket match is one of the most favorite things he used to do. But before a gig, was he superstitious? Did he do something? Did he go through a routine before he got on stage?
Not really. No.
Right. He just got on stage.
He just got on stage.
Right.
I mean, the guy could be sleeping during, there are dinner dancers and, you have the second band. So he tries to take a nap during. He's one of those, even Piyal, they can sleep anywhere at any time, in any position, right? So he could be sleeping and then the band gets on stage and we start. He just has to hear that first note.
Right.
He just walks straight on stage and he sings in perfect pitch.
Wow.
There is no clearing of the
Not
throat.
singing. No, after you sleep, he's sleeping like some people get scared. They go, so then the moment he gets on stage, he's dancing all over the place.
Exactly.
Then it takes a bit of time. One of my son's friends from school came. He also saw Sunil sleeping there. He was sleeping. Suddenly, so I don't know how he could do that. Generally, we also take a little bit of time go there. But he just suddenly he plays to dance.
Amazing, simply amazing.
Yeah.
I think we just we are obviously right smack in the middle of a cricket match also.
Yeah, that's true. We saw the scores there somewhere, but I don't know what. I just didn't notice it actually.
There we are.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka 78 for no loss.
Yeah, wow. That's I don't want to say anything actually.
74 for no loss. 74 for no loss.
But I do.
The more we don't watch is better, I think.
That's
actually, let's continue with the show. But I do have a couple of stories about Sunil, because I'm in advertising as well. So I've directed him and written commercials for him many times, and he's got so many stories. I'll just tell you this one, right? Basically, so we usually have some, after the shoot. So to put a katateta karaganda, and he always tells me, Malli, where kalabala went, and I have prepared everything. මමත් කෙනාවා. So, and I don't know whether you remember, Piyal, that I was just telling Monique before the show started, you and Sunil came to the Hilton. I was playing Puswadilla at the Thomian dance, and you all were supposed to go to the Cinnamon Grand, but somehow ended up at the Hilton. And of course he promptly scolded you. Yes, you remember this, right?
Yeah,
and I did ask you in for drinks, and then after a while we actually forgot that you had to go to. It was the best of times.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. And today being 1 year from, of course, the time, 1 year since we've obviously lost Sunil, Gypsies have obviously released a, can I say a tribute song? Is it a tribute song?
It's I also don't know what it is. I know this song is all about what he felt this country. I mean, there are so many things that's going wrong in this country that what he has been saying all the time.
Right.
So actually, we used those thoughts of his that he really he was angry with certain things.
Right.
So we put all those things what he was angry with into this song. Like he's not saying. So we are saying, did you go because of this?
Right.
These things.
So we're going to play that song for you. It was actually released today, just a few hours ago, and we thank the Gypsies and of course Piyal for letting us play on the show right now. This is the song. Take a look at it, and it's just simply titled Sunilaya.
Yes.
There you go. So let's take a look at the entire song right here on Sitback.
දේශපාලනඥයෝ හොරකම් කරන නිසා ඔයත් හොරකම් කරුවම හරිද? එතකොට ඒක හරි වෙනවද? රටක් දුවන්න හැම ජන කොට්ටාසයකටම හැම මිනිහෙකුටම සමානාත්මතාව ඇති කරන්න. තරාතිරම් බලන්න නැතුව ඕනම කෙනෙකුට දඬුවම් කරන්න. අඩුම ගානේ ඇඩ්වාන්ස් ලෙවල් වත් නැත්තම් දේශපාලනයට ඇතුල් වෙන්න දෙන්න එපා. රටක් හදන්නේ නීති වලින්, රටක් හදන්නේ ආගම් වලින් නෙමෙයි. මේ රට හිතනවා ආගම් වලින් හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ රටවල්. රටවල් හදන්නේ නීති වලින්. දුප්පත් මිනිස්සු අන්තිම දුප්පත්. අවුරුදු 70කට පස්සේ දෙයි හාමුදුරුවනේ අවුරුදු 70කට පස්සේ තාමත් දුප්පත් නම් කාගේද වරද? පාලනය කරන පොයුන්ගේ නේද? අවුරුදු 70ක් පාලනය කරලා අපි ලෝකෙටම ණයයි.
රට යන අත භයානකයි කියලා පෙනුන හින්දා කොච්චර කිව්වත් කවුරුත් ඇහුවේ නැති හින්දා හොර තක්කඩි දේශපාලුවෝ රට වනසන හින්දා සුනිල් අයියා යන්න ගියේ ඒ හින්දාද මන්දා සුනිල් අයියා යන්න ගියේ ඒ හින්දාද මන්දා වසර 74ක් බලයේ හිටපු ඇත්තු රට හැදුවේ නැති හින්දා කෝටි ගණන් අපේ සල්ලි ගහපු හොරුන් ඇල්ලුවේ නැති හින්දා තගරි මගඩි පාතාලයෝ ඔක්කොම හොරු පාර්ලිමේන්තු යන හින්දා සුනිල් අයියා යන්න ගියේ ඒ හින්දාද මන්දා සුනිල් අයියා යන්න ගියේ ඒ හින්දාද මන්දා උගත් කමට සුදුසු කමට කිසිම තැනක් දෙන්නේ නැති හින්දා අටවසරක් පාස් නැති උන් මැටි ඇමතිලා වෙලා ඉන්න හින්දා උන්ට ඡන්දෙ දීපුවේ උන් එක්කලා තව ඉන්නට බැරි හින්දා සුනිල් අයියා යන්න ගියේ ඒ හින්දාද මන්දා සුනිල් අයියා යන්න ගියේ ඒ හින්දාද මන්දා සුනිල් අයියේ ඔබේ හිත රිදිලද කලකිරිලද අපිව දාලා ගියේ සුනිල් අයියේ ඔබ නැති පාඩුව මුළු රටටම දැනෙනවා අද දිනේ manda Sunil ayya yanna giye ee hindada manda ditta dhamma vedaniya karmaya gena danagena siti hinda perakala pawwalin merata kavadaවත් ගැලවෙන්නේ නැති hinda merata goda ganna kenek penatek manekaවත් නැති hinda Sunil ayya yanna giye ee hindada manda Sunil ayya yanna giye ee hindada manda Sunil ayye obe hitar dilada kala kirilada apiව දාලා ගියේ Sunil ayye ඔබ නැති පාඩුව මුළු රටටම දැනෙනවා අද දිනේ
ඔක්කොම හිරේ දාන්න
Sunil ayye ඔබ හිතර dilada kala kirilada apiව දාලා ගියේ Sunil ayye ඔබ නැති පාඩුව මුළු රටටම දැනෙනවා අද දිනේ
ඔබ නැති පාඩුව මුළු රටටම දැනෙනවා අද දිනේ
ඔබ නැති පාඩුව මුළු රටටම දැනෙනවා සුනිල් අයියේ
හෙල්ලෝ මම ගාන් ඉන්නේ මගේ අයියා සජිත් අපි කැමති පියල් අංකල්ට ඒත් එක්කම ජිප්සි සංගීත කණ්ඩායමේ හැමෝටමත් ඒත් එක්කම මේ රිලීස් කරන්න යන අලුත් සින්දුවේ සහභාගී වුණ හැම කලාකරුවෙක්ටම බෙහෙවින්ම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා අපේ තාත්තගේ පළවෙනි අවුරුද්දේ ගුණ වයලා එයාට මේ කරන සින්දුවට කරන දෙයට අපි තෑන්ක් කරනවා හැමෝටම ඒත් එක්කම විශ් කරනවා බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතියි
විශේෂයෙන් පියල් අංකල්ට අපි තෑන්ක් කරනවා මේ තාත්තා වෙනුවෙන් මේ කරපු ගීතයට තාත්තා මතක් කිරීමක් වශයෙන් අවුරුද්දක මේ කාලය ගෙවිලා මේ සියලුම සංගීතඥයින් ඔක්කොම එකතු වුණ මේ සියලු දෙනාම එකතු වුණ මේ ගීතයට සම්බන්ධ වෙන හැම දෙනාටම අපි බොහොම බෙහෙවින්ම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ අපි හිතනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ සින්දුව රස විඳි.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපි හිතනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ සින්දුව රස විඳි කියලා. ඉතින් ලස්සන සින්දුව අහලා බලන්න. ඉතින් බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතියි. එහෙනම් ජය වේවා හැමෝටම. බයි බයි.
Has got that ring that's going to be to go viral for sure. Viral.
It made your Guru Berendi for sure.
It did. We are singing along. With that one. So yeah, that's. I mean, we're into the believe it or not, final 10 minutes of the show.
Really?
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, I always say, you know,
Too many long stories.
So many stories. It's always great. Okay, so I'm going to actually read this, even though I know it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, it's a long.
It says, hi guys, lovely evening. Let me recall Mr. Sunil Perera doing a singing at the Galadari, our Christmas party. At the start, response from our studios was low. He said in Sinhalese, "Ayo, me 5-star hotel crowd.
No Sunday.
This is wow, we got going. Never ever forget that evening. Even now, he was superb for the best singing entertainer, presenter. He made others follow. One more thing from Piyal. Any new song coming up? Just see legend Sunil Perera's raised flag flying. Thanks, guys. Excellent show. Enjoying it so much with you too. Lively Piyal. All the best. Thank you. That's Anura Ranavira, who's watching us from home, Agama.
Thanks, Anura. Thank you for the.
Hi, Anura.
Hi, Anura.
So obviously, lots of people watching us live on.
There are in fact lots of messages coming in. They're very lengthy messages.
Yes, I know. We'll try and read as many as we possibly can. I mean, of course, unfortunately, there's only so much that we can actually put up on the TV at the moment. But in terms of taking the Gypsies forward, Piyal, after the unfortunate demise of Sunil, the Gypsies had to go on, right? But was there a moment where you obviously had to think about it? I mean, can we go on without Sunil?
Definitely.
What was that
you asked
moment
money most of the sometimes some of the band people also thought we might not continue. Yeah.
Actually, when Uncle Sunil passed away,
that's it.
It took a while for us to.
Yeah.
We were all wondering, okay, what is Piyal going to do? Because of course we knew and we understood that it was Piyal's decision solely.
Right.
Because he's the one who used to carry this pain of continuing without Sunil Perera.
Right.
So of course we waited. We waited until he was ready.
I also didn't know exactly what to do till some time. Then I thought, what will make Sunil happy?
Right.
Then I thought his whole life was this band. I must tell you, his whole love was Gypsies.
Right.
That's why I thought, no, I have to continue because that will make Sunil happy.
Right.
So that's the time I thought, okay. But it was a big challenge because Sunil was like a huge figure.
Yeah.
Without Sunil, how to take Gypsies forward was a huge effort.
Right.
So that's why I thought, then I spoke to all the band members, we had a meeting.
We had a Zoom call.
Yeah.
Our very first Zoom meeting, by the way.
Right.
So then everybody agreed, yeah, let's do it and see. Let's go forward and see.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, overall, we are very happy the way it has gone.
Yes.
Monica will also say.
And I think also the fact that people kept asking us who is going to replace Sunil.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
Nobody.
You can't.
exactly. I mean,
You can't.
how could you answer that? You know, you're like,
So many people called me and said, I can just sing just like Sunil. My voice. Then he used to sing samples also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, samples, yeah. So then I told him, well, I'm not saying in a bad way that you are not a bad singer,
Right.
but I don't want another person who's imitating Sunil because he can't be replaced.
That's right.
yeah.
So we were just going, we said, no way. I said, no way. It's people who try to sing like Sunil.
Right.
We have to go in a different angle now, different route. We have to change the whole gear now.
Right.
So then, luckily, we met this Nalin Samath from some wedding. He came to when Kamal was not well.
Kamal was not well.
So
yes.
now he has joined the band. He's different.
Right.
He just does a lot of work in the bands. I mean, now he's very active on stage, and he's but so that was the best replacement we had, I think.
Right.
Because he's doing a lot of work. He's a very lively guy on stage. So.
Piyal, what about the next generation of Pereiras? Won't they want to join Gypsies and, you know?
No, they don't like to join the uncles who are 60s.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But your son, I mean, I work with him, you know, for voicing jingles all the time.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
Not my son, then Sunil's son, Gayan.
Yeah, sorry, Gayan.
Gayan.
Yes.
Yeah, Gayan is a different level.
Gayan is mini Sunil, isn't he?
Yeah, mini Sunil, but his style of music is.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I'm telling you. To me, he's one of the out of the new lot. He's one of the best composers Sri Lanka has.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming
from you.
No, I don't like to praise everybody, not because he's my family.
Right.
But I really like the stuff he's doing.
Right.
Trust me, the whole ad industry also loves what he's doing.
Again, I mean, I
Fantastic.
said mini Sunil because the fact that he's also happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Anything goes. He's just so. Here's another message that came on the show. Again, it's a long message. Thank you for this wonderful program celebrating the late Sunil Perera's lovely entertainment and singing. Very inspiring singer. I was there at the first inaugural dance at Akasa Kade at Selinko in early 70s. And there was no turn back from many dancers with his good humor and entertainment. A legend never to see again. Thank you for his music and golden memories. Wow. That's Ravi Cruz Moraes. Sending us
Hi,
a
Ravi.
message there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ravi.
From Jaila. Thank you so much to everybody who's actually sent in the messages. And of course, like you said, Piyal, now the Gypsies, you said it's going on a different sort of gear at the moment. What gear is it going on?
It's, I can't say, but yes, but definitely we are doing something different.
Okay.
Something different. The whole band is performing differently now.
Right.
Because that figure is not there in front.
Yeah.
So we are all together now. We are doing together. We are doing it. It was mostly Sunil at that time.
Right.
But now everybody's together, and musically also we are trying to do different things and all that. But overall, it has been because we can see that bookings are coming and people are saying the band is so good and all that. So overall, I believe that. I'm of course very happy the way it has all gone.
Great.
Are you perhaps working on any new material?
I was just about to
Yeah?
ask you, you know.
Definitely, we are releasing another song called Galupara.
Right.
Actually, yeah, I don't know if you remember when we came home.
He sang.
Yeah. When we came home, I think about a year ago, when we were planning on doing the 50th anniversary concert.
That is 2 years back.
2 years back, that's right.
Yeah.
2 years back, and again, COVID struck, and unfortunately we couldn't. And that was, I don't know if we have the track. I wish we actually had the track here. It would be absolutely
that
brilliant.
one we are releasing on the 4th for his birthday actually. I'm hoping to release. Only thing is this person who's doing the video Sunil is not there, but Sunil has sung the whole song.
Yes,
recorded, so everything is there.
Right.
But the thing is to do a video, he's not there, so we are trying to do animations thing.
Okay.
Right.
So it's going to be done by Chris.
Randy
Chris.
Oh, you couldn't have picked a better person.
Yes,
Exactly.
You
He's
couldn't have
fantastic.
picked a better person.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's a good friend of ours and he's amazing.
Brilliant talent. Yes.
He's working, I'm telling you, he's working day and night these days because I have given a deadline.
He loves to work day and night. Don't worry about it. That's Randy for you. Right? He loves to work day and night.
I think it's the characters, the number of characters in
Yeah.
this video is what's challenging.
Yeah,
And he draws them, no? He has to draw
Yes,
each and
that's
every
right.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this song I'm going to dedicate, I told them how I want, what I want. It's like the history of Gypsies also. Like
Wonderful.
Right. Fantastic. I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
So like so many characters are coming in this whole thing. So I have seen it a little bit here. So I want to come and have some peep at it here. But the thing is, they say no, wait, still we are doing it. Don't come. But they are very happy. And his wife, Portia.
Yeah.
Piyal, don't worry. It's coming out really well. So it's
But I don't think he's worried. He's just eager to see this. And so are we.
And the thing is, Randy, of course, again, I'm sure he's watching it. Randy is a perfectionist.
Yeah.
If Randy says he's happy with it, we'll be just elated.
Yes, exactly.
It's completely
because he's
different.
also perfectionist.
He is.
He's like Sunil, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's also perfectionist. Some songs he brings about 5 bass guitars to play one part. Some simple by the song, but he gets. Aston Joachim also came and played once.
Really?
Chandra comes, then the other bass player, then we just say, then he also plays. And then he takes this one. But one main thing I saw in Sunil is he's fearless.
Right.
Absolutely.
Can't talk about that. I'll just tell you a small story because we don't have time. At a wedding, we played, I can't remember, maybe some years back or something. I think Manipur was there a few years back. There were some ministers there who had come, and bride's father comes and tells Sunil, can we please give an announcement that honorable minister this one, honorable minister that one,
Yes.
four people.
I remember
you
that,
were there.
Right.
So then Sunil said, who? You know Sunil? No? Who? Oh, those buggers. Okay. I'll tell their names. I can't say honorable. None of those buggers are honorable. He said, no, you can't do like that, Sunil. You have to say that. No, I can't say. You put somebody else.
Right.
Then the bride's father said, if you want to take you all again, don't take. If you want to stop us, take. But I can't tell these buggers honorable, these buggers have ruined the country.
Right.
He said,
Amazing. We're into the last 2 minutes of the show, but before we go, I got one question to ask the both of you. The same question. Piyal, with you first. What do you miss of Sunil at the moment?
Actually, I have been with him for 45 years, actually, and it's very difficult to say what it is because he used to come up every day, every booking. He comes to my place. I'm at Mount Lion. He's at Atpalana.
Right.
He comes and picks me up, and then coming back also he drops me. He goes home, and we used to do everything together, planning a song or whatever.
Right.
So I miss him in every way. I miss him.
Right.
But at the same time, Shaq, I feel that every time I play also, I feel he's
there with you.
So I believe in that a lot.
Right.
I believe in that a lot. For band to go this far, so sometimes I wonder. Dushan is playing the same way. Nick is singing the same way. Raj is playing the same way. I'm doing the same thing. Amal is doing the same thing. Bass plays the same thing. But the band has that magic-like thing, something happening now. Right. A lot of people are talking about it.
Right.
It's the same band. But it's Sunil's guy doing something. That's how I believe. I don't know, a lot of people might not believe in that. But I believe he's there.
Energy.
He's giving us energy to do that. Yeah, he loves the band. He loves Gypsies. He will never let Gypsies go down.
Wow. Okay. Monique, what about you?
Of course, like Piyal, I miss everything about Sunil. But if I were to pick one thing or two things, his kindness and his humanity.
Right.
I think that if you ever met him, anyone who's met him anywhere would say the same. You know, he was extremely kind to anyone. I mean, people walk into the studio, into the office on a daily basis, with their long stories about how someone is in hospital or someone's is bedridden or whatever, and he's eager to lend a hand. He'll always ask even the band, I mean, are you all okay? I mean, do you guys need anything? If any one of us is sick, he'll always make sure that we are comfortable. He
taken care of.
That's right.
Right.
And he was good to everyone, regardless of who they were.
Right.
He would speak to the executive exactly the way he would speak to the boy who cleans the room.
Right.
Or the gardener. And that was something that I think we can all learn from. He didn't have that separation, like the thing about the cup. Right? He was just kind, and everyone who's met him will actually remember that. I think more than his music and more than his performance, he is more than all that.
Yeah.
He's more than the Sunil Perera we see
Absolutely.
on a stage.
Right.
Because he was vocal, he fought for the people who had no voice, he spoke on their behalf, and so that is what I miss, and I will always miss about him. That smile, that smile that lit up every single room. I mean,
and that laughter,
that
loud laughter.
That spirit about him was just.
I mean, you can't laugh like that if you're afraid of anything.
That is so
Exactly.
true. That is so true. Yeah.
I'll just
You
read
have
out
that.
this-
You have that, Anu.
Thank you very much. But let me read this out. This is actually, I think, a tribute. Hi, I love Sunil very much. He came for my sister's wedding to play. We still have all the photos. We love the group. Love you. Love all you guys. All the best to all. I am Keshani from Nigambu. Thanks, Keshani.
Thank you, Keshan.
Thank you so much.
We do have to give the Daras deal of the day.
Yeah, I know, we can carry on talking, as a matter of fact, but so many stories at the end of the day, but we really don't have, 1 hour is certainly not enough to talk about Sunil. But let's get into the Daras deal of the day, Anu.
That's right. So today's Daras deal of the day was this, a rechargeable electric mosquito killer. All you had to do was take a screenshot of this product on the Daras app and send us a WhatsApp message to the designated number. And I'm sure we have the winner's name right now.
Congratulations to...
Okay, wow.
I'm going to leave it to you.
Dharma Paksha Gedara Sugat. Dharma Paksha Gedara Sugat from Matale. Well done. You will be mosquito and fly free, my friend.
Watching us all the way from Matale.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Thank you
so
to
much.
Daras for the deal of the day. And of course, we do also have our poll.
That's right. I mean, we're just blown away with all the stories right now. We don't even know what we're doing, but we're gonna go take a break right now. Come back with the poll. Let's find out which song is the most iconic song according to our viewers today.
Welcome to the universe of the Raz, where you explore and discover whatever you want, whatever you need. All you can imagine is on your feet. When miles are abridged, happiness is unlocked. Discover your Daraz.
Thank you very much, Anu.
All right, welcome back. And of course, we need to get to the poll once again. And it was this. What's the most iconic Gypsies track? Okay, we were hard pressed to find 2 songs, but we had to, so we did it.
But
Was it
I think we can't really ask Piyal about this as to which is the icon. But we can ask Monique though.
Yeah,
Monique, which
is it
one do you
Lulu Dehi
think?
or Ojai?
Ojai?
Ojai.
Most iconic?
I'd pick Ojai too.
Yeah.
So let's see what the responses are like.
Find out.
Yeah,
70%
70% say Ojai is the most iconic Gypsies track from the 2 given.
There is no right or wrong answer.
Yeah,
There is
that's
no right or
it's a win-win either way,
It's, I mean, again, Ojai, among the other songs, of course, also, it just automatically clicks the Gypsies. When you say Ojai, you know it's a Gypsies, you know. But we can just carry on with all the other songs, one after the other, and then there is never a wedding that is going down without a Gypsies track being
Absolutely.
played.
There's
Even if
never-
the Gypsies are not playing.
Absolutely. There is never a night out where people are gathered, where it switches to Baila at the end.
Yes.
It's, it is done. It's gonna get done.
Uncle
And I-
Johnson is another song.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Uncle Johnson. I mean, that I used to wonder who this guy was.
Who is Uncle
Who is
Johnson?
Uncle Johnson? Who is it based on?
Did you ever
No. It was based on Sri Lankan parties.
Yeah.
This happens really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a peaceful party. All these people come and all this. Exactly, we pictured actually Sunil and both of us there. Pictured the exact party how it happens. And from somewhere some idiot, some person comes and he mess up the whole thing.
But most gypsy songs are about what happens in home.
That's why it's so
that's why our songs are popular, because it's very relevant to life.
Exactly.
Relevant to life. So.
But I was like, 12 years old, I think, when Uncle Johnson was there. When I first heard it, I was thinking, I used to tell my mother also,
Anyway, I mean, like Piyal said, we can actually carry on talking about the stories with Sunil. But Piyal, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's been an absolute pleasure having them on the show. And today, of course, a very important day. It's 1 year since we've lost the iconic voice in Sri Lanka, Sunil Perera. He's entertained all of us. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, not only in Sri Lanka, but they travel all over the world playing for Sri Lankans all over the world. But the Gypsies are back on stage. The Gypsies are going forward. And we're so thankful that the music of Sunil Perera will continue to play.
I'm just waiting for Galupara to come out.
Yeah, me too. It's next week, right?
Yeah, next week. 14th, we are hoping to release, so I don't know how fast Randy will.
We'll also call him now.
But we really want to thank everyone for their support the past year. Really, I mean, their faith in us as well is also a reason we are able to continue the band. So, of course, when this happened a year back, we didn't know what was going to happen. But it's been a really wonderful year, gig-wise.
Honestly, at that point, I think Sri Lankan music industry came to a halt.
Yes.
When that news came out, that Sunil is no more, people in the music industry didn't know how to react.
That's right.
Because he was larger than life, and when something like this happens, you're like, what do we do now?
That's right.
But it's amazing the imprint that Sunil Perera has among every Sri Lankan out there.
So we are ever so thankful actually to our fans who keep keeps, inviting us to their gigs.
Trust in Gypsies and
so
wonderful. Thank you very much, Piyal and Monique from the Gypsies. And of course, thank you very much to the Gypsies also for obviously having these two wonderful musicians in the studio with us. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the show. As always, our chats are always candid, lots of laughter. I don't know what else to say.
We usually like to start late and finish way beyond time. God bless Dialogue for tolerating all of this.
Thank you, Dialogue.
Thank you. We'll be back with you once again tomorrow night, 9:30, with another fantastic guest on the show. Till then, have yourself a great night. Go Sri Lanka.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Go Sri Lanka.
Bye.
We should do it.
We should do it.